Welcome back to Woodward Sports, Detroit's all-digital sports network, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and, of course, our app, which is available for download in Apple and Android stores today. Go do that. Go download it. Give us a nice little rating. The amount of people that have downloaded this app has blown us all away. You know, because we see the amount of people watching on Facebook. We see the amount of people watching on YouTube. We see, at the end of the day, it's, a couple thousand people here. And then we see the app just blow up the way it did. And it's like, oh, my God, there's several thousand listening on the app every time we're on. So this thing is snowballing, and we appreciate you guys for helping us spread the word simply by just sharing, commenting, tagging a friend, and letting them know about Woodward Sports. So thank you guys very much. Joey, do you believe in aliens?
No.
No?
No. In movies, yes. No.
In movies? Okay. Corey, what about you? Do you believe in aliens?
I'm on the fence, honestly.
Okay.
1,000,000,000% you do.
I'm on the fence. It's just really hard for me to believe that we're the only ones. I just always had that theory. I don't have any proof. It's just always a feeling I've had, like, we can't be the only ones.
Right.
I'm saying 1,000,000,000% on you, by the way, Stick.
That I believe in them?
Yes.
It's not 1,000,000,000%, but it's damn near. It's similar to Corey. I believe the movie Contact. You guys ever seen the movie Contact? They had a great line in there, and they said if there weren't aliens, it's an awful lot of wasted space. And that's how I feel. Like, not to get too deep into it, but I try to figure out space all the time, and my brain can't comprehend it, which drives me insane. Like, because I always think, okay, let's keep pushing this. Okay, I get to the end of space. Well, all right. Well, space is not going to just end at a wall. What's on the other side of the wall? Like, how does this all? So it just drives the human brain insane because we're not capable of understanding this stuff. So that's what leads me to believe there's a lot more going on that I'm not capable of understanding. I've never seen an alien, never been a part of an alien abduction, anything like that, but there's got to be something else. We can't be the highest life form in the whole scheme of everything.
I really just find that hard to believe. It's just I haven't seen. I have no proof, but it's just a feeling like we're the smartest. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's just tough for me to believe things that I can't actually see.
Yeah.
So that's the hardest part about this, because it's like, listen, if I see an alien in my own eyes, then I'll believe it. But until then.
Well, this has caught buzz now, and we're talking some prolific players admitting that they've seen aliens. One of them is Baker Mayfield. Another one, there's Tom Brady put out a tweet that he didn't say or deny, but he said, who said I didn't see aliens, which I thought was very interesting thought. Look at this. This is Baker Mayfield. Almost 100%. Em and I just saw a UFO drop straight out of the sky on our way home from dinner. We stopped and looked at each other and asked if either of us saw it. Very bright ball of light going straight down out of the sky towards Lake Travis. Anybody else witnessed this?
The meteor shower.
You think so?
I don't know. There's so much in the universe.
Colin Cowherd talked about Baker Mayfield seeing a UFO, and here's what Tom Brady said, because Colin Cowherd's quote was, Joe Montana, Troy Aikman, Terry Bradshaw, Tom Brady have never seen aliens. I would prefer my guys don't talk about it. And then you see what Tom Brady said. Really, Colin? How do you know I've never seen aliens?
Just real quick, I just always love when I don't have any hate for Colin Cowherd, but I just love when athletes always fire back and we say, like, what are you talking about?
Right. Like, what? Keep my name out your mouth. Yeah. Don't quote me.
Don't quote me. Don't speak for me.
I love this. I love this comment right here in the Facebook chat right now. Oris Yusuf says, "Let's be honest. Tom Brady is an alien."
I mean, that would. You know what? Tom Brady being an alien would explain a lot.
It would make a lot of things make sense, wouldn't it? So there's also a former Lion who we all love, Nate Burleson. And he says back in 2013, he saw an alien. Let's play this video and listen to what he has to say.
It was early 2013. It was after the season. I was playing with the Detroit Lions. The wife and I went on date night. We went to an Asian American fusion restaurant. I had the Chilean sea bass. She had the sushi. I remember it because what a night it was. Around 10:30, 11 p.m., I'm driving home. I see some lights off in the distance. I'm like, why are those helicopters so close to each other? And why are they just sitting there? maybe about 5 or 10 miles away. I keep driving, I see more lights pop up. I'm like, yo, those ain't helicopters. I hop out the car. These lights I saw first. These lights I saw second. Here's where I hop out the car. And then when I hop out the car and grab my phone, I had an HTC touch phone. I start recording. The lights hit a zigzag formation. Floating. Zero sound. Jaw drop. I'm bugging out. The wife's like, get in the car. I'm like, no. I got to see this. Then they hit like a squiggly line formation. I'm tripping. Mind you, this is 5 to 10 miles away. Zero sound. Elevating off the ground. And then they just drop. Like cloud height, just drop. And they're just sitting there. And then, they take off into the distance. I've always known that aliens exist. I just never seen UFOs. I saw them that night. And that's the truth. I mean, you got to be foolish to think that we are the only beings in existence. I mean, just dated all the way back to hieroglyphics. They were telling us that. The writings on the wall, literally. So people were asking me to tell the story. Here's the story. The question is, are they among us?
Are they among us, Corey?
Okay. What I'm going to say might sound a little rude.
Uh-oh.
But I apologize. Nate Burleson said this happened in 2013, correct?
Is that what made him drive off the road? Is that where you were going with this?
That's where I was going with this. Because I'm like, that is the same year he had the car accident, reaching for the pizza. That was also his last year as a lion too. So maybe he might have been lionized and thought he was seeing things. Finally, the full lionization came complete. But that's all I was going to go with that one.
Maybe he had some of that kush from 8 Mile. And he just started seeing lights coming down. He was actually at the strip club, and it was when they brought the bike down with the girl on it, and he was all smoked out, just not knowing what's going on. Right. But all these predominant people speaking freely about their experiences with aliens now, it's always been a fun topic, and until somebody gets concrete proof, which, do you guys believe there's concrete proof, like Area 51?
You never know. You definitely never know what they do.
Definitely believe there is proof. Do you? There. First off, I definitely believe there's proof, and not only is there proof, the government, I believe. Not trying to be no conspiracy theorist, but government. I'm just saying. Okay, let's be real. Let's just say there are aliens, and the government knew it. Do you know the hysteria it would cause if everybody knew there was another life form amongst us? They gotta keep that a secret.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to the Men in Black thing. Like, oh, why don't you tell it? A person can handle it. A person can. People can't.
People cannot.
Yeah, I mean, it would. Oh my. We go crazy off of thinking that we may get into some type of wars or just situations with race and women. Another life form? Come on, they got to keep that a secret.
Corey, are you a flat earther?
Okay, you know what? I'm not a flat earther.
The fact that it wasn't an immediate no, I'm interested now.
I'm not a flat earther. I just listen to everything because I just don't know anything. So I'm just the kind of person where it's like, okay, I may think in the back of my mind like, Kyrie Irving and your flat earther crap, you're full of it. But I'm going to listen to you so I can at least hear your argument out, and then I'll make my own decision whether you have a plausible theory or you're just talking out the side of your neck. So I'm like I said, I'm always the kind of person who will listen to an asinine argument before I immediately throw it out.
All right. I watched a documentary on flat earthers last weekend, and the people that are behind pushing that narrative are very interesting people.
Yes, they are.
They're very much struggling to find scientific proof that the Earth is flat. Like, the experiments that they're running weren't working out for them, so they tried to rearrange how they were doing to kind of fit their narrative. To me, we're a globe, man. The Earth is round. Like, there's no debating it in my eyes.
See, but that's the thing is, why do you think that? Because you were taught that your entire life. And I'm not saying I'm on that side of it.
No, because they've proven that. Like, we thought this 4,000 years ago when we were primitive beings. Oh, my God, if we sail to the end of the Earth, we're just going to fall off. And then we learned, oh, shit, we could just keep sailing. So if the Earth was flat, we couldn't just keep sailing.
My thing with all these people that say, oh, I saw UFOs, I saw these in the sky, there was no sound, there was no this. My friend owns a company in town called Firefly Drone, and they do light drone shows all the time in the air. You don't hear anything. But I feel like people are just confusing these drones with lights for UFOs and thinking that aliens are real, and it's just crazy.
What you got, Fish?
That's what it is. It's a drone. Done deal.
Done deal.
Problem solved.
Conversation over.
Yep.
Thank you, Fish. Fish's facts coming early.
But Nate Burleson in 2013, these light drone shows weren't a thing yet. So
I will say that. That's where I was going to go with it. 2013 drones were not really a thing. Not now. Okay. What the hell is that? Oh, that's a drone. Whatever.
all it takes is one, though, Corey, back in 2013.
You think drones will become the new crop circles? Like, you know how people used to go put crop circles in their field? Like, people would pretend and, like, line drones up to, like, look like UFOs to scare people?
Possible. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Well, now that I just suggested it, somebody get on that, because we want video of UFOs, fake UFOs.
Somebody's about to now create a UFO drone, and it's about to.
I want to do a drone light show over Nate Burleson's house.
Ooh, Ben Smith from Origins, who does our Origins podcast, he just commented he once saw a UFO in '98, and that was way before drones. All right. I mean, who am I to say what you did or didn't see?
I won't say I've ever seen UFOs or anything like that. I've just seen. Sometimes you just look up in the sky and you'll see some weird stuff, and you're like, "That ain't a plane.
That ain't a plane.
That ain't a plane or a helicopter.
It's a plane.
It's Superman." So Baker Mayfield, he's saying he saw him. Tom Brady's not denying that he ever saw one. And then obviously Nate Burleson confirming and diagramming exactly what he saw. And I love that diagram, just a bunch of dots on the paper. Nothing makes you seem more insane than holding up a piece of paper with dots trying to explain how you saw an alien.
Now, what will be really freaky is if I'm just gonna be funny. If the X-Men existed in real life. Now that's some real. I'm just saying. Let's be talking about aliens. Let's have some fun with it. What if Cyclops just came out of nowhere and just started lighting folks up?
I am Professor X. You did not know this. Speaking of aliens and X-Men, Adam comes through with his bets in almost unhuman-like status. It is absolutely insane, his record this year. And it is now time for Adam's bets. We're going to take a quick 15-second break. Adam's going to hop up on the stage, and we're going to go over your bets for the weekend. No NBA, so it's a little bit tricky today, but we got some good bets coming up for you next on the Woodward Sports Network.